Working with charts in Marketmap. The easiest way to get a chart is to double-click on the price of an instrument. That way you get a standard daily chart for any instrument. To change the time scale of the chart, left-click on the word daily and choose from any of the other time scales that are available. For example, a 5-minute chart, an hourly chart, or back to a daily chart. If you want to change to a fixed time period or time range, you may left-click on the No Time Period expression and choose from one of those predefined time periods, for example a year-to-date chart, which just brings you data from the 1st of January until today. Or you change to a 5-year chart if you want to have a longer term overview. It is also possible to change the chart style and settings. If you right-click into the chart, select Properties, you may choose from a different type of chart, for example candlestick or a line chart. You may also put in your individual start and end dates. The time format or date format is already given in here. You may also add studies to the chart by right-clicking inside the chart window, selecting Studies. This will lead you to the Study tab in the Properties. On the left side we have a list of possible studies and indicators. If we now, for example, want to put in a MACD into our chart, I may select the MACD, add it to the selected studies. If you want to change some parameters, you may change parameters in here and confirm it OK, so the study will be added to the bottom of your chart. Or if it's an overlay study such as moving averages, you may also add them to the chart. That's the moving average, the MVA simple. Let's put in a 200-day moving average and a 90-day moving average. So we have these moving averages and the MACD in the same chart now. If you now want to change something, simply right-click in the chart, go to Properties. In here you have the various display options that you may change. To save the chart on your screen, simply place it somewhere and save the screen including this chart by clicking on the Save button. If you want to save this chart layout as a template that you may also choose for other charts, then this is also possible by saving it via File, Save as Chart Template, or if you want to make it a standard so that every chart that you open in the future comes with the same settings, you may save it as a chart default template, so it automatically comes with any chart on any instrument that you would open with the same settings then. If you want to create overlay charts, this is also possible and quite easy to do. You would open the chart of the first instrument and adding a second instrument to the chart by selecting an instrument, moving it over to the chart window, and before you release the mouse button you press Ctrl on the keyboard. This automatically inserts the second instrument. This chart is now displayed as a relative performance chart, giving you a percentage scale on the right side and the two chart lines across each other. To define a starting point for a comparison in the past, you may select the dashed vertical line, place it at some point in the past, and get a comparison since the 1st of January 2010 until now in percent. Whereas we have the crossing point here that starts the comparison at 100% and indicates the performance since then in percent.